His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 65 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. And here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
On first down. It's Barker. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop him. They knew they had to meet him with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Ryland on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Baldwin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. They'll run on 1st down. It's Barker trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
It goes up at how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here is 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Burns. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Parker. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Complete. It's Henry. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. 17-0 our score after 1.
And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Barker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Barker.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barker.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
first down. Hurts.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll run on first down. It's Barker.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
12 more yards there and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Dolphins offense returning to the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Back to throw here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is complete. It's Baldwin. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes his sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On 2nd down now, it's Baldwin. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina...
Touchdown!
14-yard touchdown.
And the Niners are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
On first down, Baldwin. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll set up to throw.
It's Jackson again on the reception. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Well, throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll run on first down. It's Barker, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barker, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Mike McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes a challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the ball is knocked out. And now there's a scoop. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Ryland on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Baldwin nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put.
Going to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. 5 for 5.
Subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Ryland for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barker trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
A yard all they need, but it's third down.
He'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. Up the middle they go. It's Baldwin, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got it, and it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Niners will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Miami set to take over. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown.
Ryland on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught. Baldwin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive, and they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
On first down, it's Barker. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They'll run on first down. Barker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Now a give right side. It's Barker. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Barker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, it's Barker. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.